Good morning, everyone. As you can tell, it is early on the East Coast because boy, oh boy, does this voice sound like hot dookie. All right, let's the first sip of coffee of the week. Let's do this. Man, what a weekend, huh? What a weekend because we lost two. We lost an MVP candidate for a little while. We lost the Rookie of the Year favorite. Man, everybody's freaking out about LaMelo. I don't know if you guys were refreshing the marketplace last night, but there was a moment where I was like, am I going to spend $1,000 to get LaMelo right now? So I want to talk about LaMelo. We'll talk about LaMelo first. Also, happy Cool Cats Day. You know what I'm saying? Happy Cool Cats. Magpie says, what time is it? It is 7:30 Eastern over here. So it is early. Top Shot is on sale. Shout out to John Molina in the chat. Dominic's here. Matt's pack definitely came sooner than expected. I know, right? How about we got Cool Cats today at noon Pacific, 3 Eastern, huh? I'm excited for that. I'm excited for a little Cool Cats action today. I wonder, it's kind of funny, it seemed like we weren't going to get this for a little while, and then all of a sudden, bang, it's here. Doobie, as an Edwards owner, not mad at the Melo thing. Yeah, I hear you. I hate injuries though. All right, let's do that first. Let's take a look at let's take a look at LaMelo first, and then go from there. And then let's get some Cool Cats today too, right? Let's get some of those. Well, shout out to Andrew checking in from Scotland. We love it. We love it, Andrew. All right, let me see. Here we go. All right, first things first, let's check on LaMelo. Actually, let me boost these settings a little bit. That's not what I meant to do. Hold on one second. That's not what I meant to do either. Oh, my goodness. You can tell it's early. I'm like, I'm flaming out here early in the morning. All right, we'll do this after. At least I'm not muted, right? At least I'm not muted. All right, let's pull up LaMelo first. So LaMelo all the way down, all the way under 2K. Dude, this guy was, I mean, granted, he went down to 1,500 last night, but he was at like 4K, and then he was sitting at 3K. So it's like a pretty big discount right now. Here's the question I want to ask. Did people think all of LaMelo's value was wrapped up in Rookie of the Year? Right? Were people like, oh, the only way we get that value off LaMelo is if he wins Rookie of the Year? Come on. Really? No. LaMelo, you don't buy rookie moments because you think they're just going to have a great rookie year, right? This is like long term. So like people that are unloading right now, was the plan to unload after he got Rookie of the Year? I'm so confused. I don't understand. Well, go get LaMelo. This is not financial advice. But I'm definitely keeping an eye on that. I mean, we saw his Rising Stars moment drop $1,000. That was a 4K yesterday. What are we doing? Oh my gosh. I'm sharing S-Grabs. I'm seeing this comment right here. Greg said he might hop on and you do the show an hour and a half early. No. Only on Mondays, we always go early. We always go early on Monday. I sold the theorized Cool Cats challenge. Cool Cats 3 challenges for 2x profit. They still might rise in value though. Yeah, I'll be curious to see what the Cool Cats do today and tomorrow in the marketplace. I wonder if this chills everybody out on the entire Master Challenge. I mean, if people are selling their LaMelos, I don't know what it does to it. Chris McCabe, shout out Chris, thanks for being here. He says, what are your thoughts on the assumed cold country international commons that are being bought up for the Cool Cats challenge? Yeah, right. I hope they're right. That would suck to be spending up all that money on dudes, although most of those are good players anyway, so I don't hate it. But it does seem like that they're usually not wrong. I don't remember last time someone's theorized who was going to be in the base moments and then it'd be wrong. So yeah, you might be overpaying for some of those dudes now. I got mixed thoughts on the Cool Cats challenge now, though. If everyone is bailing on these LaMelos, I might get off my Cool Cats to just go scoop up those. I don't know. I got some thoughts. Also, Jovu says, feel bad for LaMelo. Hayward passed his curse to the Rook, right? The only thing holding value right now is the Conley challenge card. I know. Let's Let's do that right now. And now that we looked at LaMelo, I updated the challenges this morning. Let me share. Whoo, man, you can tell it's early. You can see it in my face. You can also tell I had some drinks yesterday because you can also see that in my face. All right, here we go. Let's pull up the challenges. All right, so let's start with let's start with the Seeing Stars right here. So Durant is now sub 2K. So this is down over. Wow, I feel like you just got a big gulp there. Apologize. Durant is now down a full 1K since we started keeping track of this, right? I mean, you have one player. I'm sorry, two players. You have we got Zion at 317 and we've got Harden at 210. Everyone else is sub 200. Whew. That's getting low, right? And then you go at the LeBron, which was north of 4K for a little bit. And you're seeing Curry's under 500 now. Luka's dipped. Luka was up at like 800, is now down to 575. You're seeing huge dip there. Kyle in the chat saying you bought that Luka Cool Cat. I mean, I still think it's fine. I don't think. All I was saying is if it's going to become a lot cheaper to get those LaMelos. I mean, I think there's still a lot of value in the Cool Cats LaMelo. I was just meaning if I could flip if the Luka goes back up again because the challenge is starting, I don't hate the idea of getting off and buying the LaMelos elsewhere. But yeah, so to go back to the challenges, I mean, holy smokes, these have gone way down. And then looking at the Rising Stars here, remember when we started keeping track of the Edwards, it was up around 11K because LaMelo was up over 5 or was like right at 5. But one thing I did notice, there was a change in like dudes like DeAndre Hunter went up, Campazzo went up, Wiseman went up a couple $100. And I'm wondering if because LaMelo has dipped so much, a few people were like, you know what, screw it, let's go complete this thing. Or we're just getting deeper in the challenge and people are completing it. So some of the lower ones are getting scooped up. The Zion Rising Reward, it keeps, it's not like completely diving, but it is still going down a little bit. The Halliburton's floating all over the place from like 1,200 to 1,800. But the one that stood out to me, Ja is like down over 900 now, right? Like, also I said down under 900. Denny, the floor on some of these is wild, right? Denny at 359, Alexander Walker. I got Alexander Walker at 375, and I was like, hell yeah, he's down to 319. So these keep going down. But then when you're right, we look at the Mike Conley. The Mike Conley is at 304. So that stayed steady for the most part. I think they all dipped like $3 or $4, but that's about it. And then let's scroll down. We'll see the last one, the All-Star Challenge. And the All-Star Challenge is another one, man. Excuse me, guys. We got a lot of stuff going on in the throat this morning. LeBron was up around. LeBron went down a couple hundred. Curry, man, that Curry moment is so sick and is down under 1,300 now. And I'm not saying I'm going to go get it, but it's just that one keeps dropping. Luka's just over or 1,200 now. So that, I mean, the entire market, that's what we're seeing right now, right? The entire market is dipping a little aggressively right now. And a lot of people are freaking out. I mean, whatever. To me, this is like a good opportunity to go buy some stuff. Again, not financial advice, but that's what I'm doing. I'm looking for things to buy. And as let's get the Top Shot screen back up. I just want to go over, some of the dudes that we've been talking about lately. I just want to like do a little price check. I know Kevin Porter Jr. had a little injury, but I actually think he ended up playing yesterday. When we were looking at this was at $800 when we started looking at this. His series 1 out of 4K is now under 500. I mean, that's crazy. So let's look at Edwards too. I think we should be looking at Edwards, maybe Halliburton as well. And why don't we throw Quickly in there? And the reason being, I don't think Quickly's going to win Rookie of the Year or anything, but I think these are the 3 rookies that stand to benefit the most, right? With what's his name, with LaMelo out. I don't think, I think it's Edwards' reward. I mean, reward. It's his award to win now. D'Angelo Russell tweeted it out last night, which one of the replies was hilarious because he just was like Anthony Edwards eye emoji Rookie of the Year, and somebody replied, like the first reply was like, "Dude, wait a day, bro." All right. This Edwards 35K moment keeps going up. Huh? I know when we were talking about it, it was at like $40 yesterday. So not yesterday, Friday. The Halliburton one is still at 68 though. That's kind of nuts, right? Because to me, those are the two front runners. And to think that's 68 versus 175 seems a little silly. I know Halliburton's was coming off an injury and was on a minutes restriction, but it's just kind of funny to me. And then Emmanuel quickly's got that one moment on the site. But I remember when this was sitting around 1,200 and it dipped down to like 700 or 600. Now it's back up to 9. But yeah, these are the guys to pay attention to now with that news of what's his name? Lamelo being out. All right. I was disregarding the chat for a little bit. So let's check in. Daniel D, what's up? Shout out to Daniel D. We're going to be doing a little breakout video of Daniel D's performance yesterday of his pack opening. He was a blast to have on. Scoop Devontae Graham for 12, hoping he gets an uptick. I mean, he will get an uptick. I actually thought Devontae Graham might be somebody they move off of around the trade deadline, but I don't know if you can do that now, assuming they still want to compete. Chris, MVP Jokic reward is worth the Cool Cats 3. He's undervalued, but yeah. I mean, you guys know how I feel about Jokic. I love Jokic. So I totally agree. This is what I would say though. Are people going to treat Cool Cats 3 like they treated Cool Cats 2, or has everyone chilled on that a little bit? And I wonder if like the combo of like, we saw what happened to the value of all, like everyone that aped into Cool Cats 2, we saw what happened to the value once the challenge ended. Is that going to happen? So does that happen again with Cool Cats 3, or has everyone like learned the lesson of like, oh, maybe I don't need to drop $600 on one of these? So if it is closer to what Cool Cats 1 was, yeah, I really like Jokic. But we also have to remember the mint size of this is going to be a lot bigger too. So yeah. All right, let's look at some of those cold country dudes that we were talking about. So who we got here? We got Capella. Also, just so everybody knows too, the Monday one's always a little bit shorter than the rest of the week because I got to go to work soon. But Tuesday through Friday, where we run like 9 to 10:30 or 10:15, depending on the day and the questions. So keep that in mind. Also, if you haven't liked the stream yet, or if you're new and haven't subscribed, please do that. We do this every morning, and I also think I'm gonna be back in time to do a little Cool Cats live stream. So, all right, here we go. So this is what we're looking at right now. Everybody's in like the 30s range. What I like about these base moments versus other challenges where you're like buying Eric fucking sorry, I shouldn't be dropping F-bombs this early. Eric Bledsoe. These dudes are good basketball players, and I like that. Even Jakob Poeltl, I like Jakob Poeltl. I mean, he shouldn't be the same price as Clint Capella and Yusuf Nurkic, but I like him. These are all guys I'm happy to own or to have their moment. Like, I like having Capella. I love Yusuf Nurkic. Poeltl's fun. I love Dort, Chris Boucher. Like, those are all fun dudes, so I'm okay with that. It's probably like a 10%, 15% hike up on that price, but I like those guys, so I'm okay with that. Also, shout out to Gurjat for being here for the first time. We love it. Love to have you here. Russell and Malik could hurt Edwards' chances when they came back shortly. That's true. That is true. I'm sure his usage goes down a little bit. I mean, everybody's usage goes down when D. Russ is back. I still like Edwards, though. Dominic says, I don't understand why people are buying 35K moments if the majority of those moments aren't even in packs yet. Yeah, that's what we've been talking about, right? Like the THT moment, Horton Tucker from the Lakers, that price is kind of bonkers. Although I don't think that's is that out of 35K or 12K? I actually don't remember. I know there's an easier way to clear the filter, so please excuse me. It's early. All right, let's see what my man Talent. Yeah, so this is out of 12K, but still $200 is a lot. It's a lot. And there's still a bunch of moments yet to come out. I agree with that. I'm having a tough time figuring out the 35K market as well, and I've just been kind of sitting back and watching just to try to get a better feel for it. All right, what else we got? What else? Angelique, what's up? Just got your account yesterday. I'm wondering if I made a good purchase. I bought a Luka assist common LE For 204. Was that good or did I? No, I don't think you overspend it. I just want to double check what that moment is, right? That's series 2. It's this bad boy right here, Angelique. We were talking about this yesterday. Any Luka's a good Luka. I like Luka. Dominic, yes, if we're doing a live pack opening, I don't have any packs. So we're not doing that this morning. If I grab a cool cat, I'll rip it open this afternoon. So I'm going to try to, it looks like they're giving away 65,000. So again, it's going to be hard to get a pack, I think, but I'm going to try to stream that. Also, look, we get some sunshine coming in now. Lovely. What a lovely day. But yeah, Angelique, I like that purchase. I like it. Why does everyone believe they'll use 35K commons and not 15 since the cool cats are 15? Does Podol have a 15K moment? I didn't think Podol had one. So I can't spell Podol. Sorry about that, Jakob. Oh, no. Yeah, so he doesn't have that's his only Series 2 moment is the 35K, Kyle. So that might be why. That might be why. But yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with those cool countries. What will the LaMelo cool cat be worth? Man, who knows? Who knows? I've gone back and forth on it. I think when you look at the LaMelo serials, right? When you look at, we've got this one out of 4,000 and this one out of 2021. Now, when we look at the Luka cool cat, that is out of 3464, right? It's out of 3464. But what we learned is that about 200 of those, there's like 200 people who have multiple Lukas. So say we're at just say 3,200 for a round number. That's the max amount of LaMelos we can get is 3,200. That's if everyone who has a Luka completes the rest of the challenges, there's going to be 3,200. So that's less than his first moment, which has 4,000. And that means 100% of those people are going to complete the challenge. So I don't know if that doesn't happen. Maybe it gets expensive again. I don't know. We're looking at somewhere probably between 2,500 and 3,000, right? So when you compare that, that's in between. Again, if we go back to LaMelo, that's in between his 4K moment and his rare moment. Now, I don't know if it's a master challenge. I don't know if it's considered rare versus a common. I'm actually not sure because the cool cats themselves are commons. But either way, it's in between those two. And moving forward, outside of rare, this feels like it's going to be the lowest common serial possible based on the fact that I don't see it being lower than 4K again, right? So all of that to say, I didn't give you an answer. I don't know what we think the cost will be or what it will be worth, but that gives us a barometer, right? In between the 4K and the 2000. Anyways, that's my dots. What else we got? Someone just said Anthony Davis question mark. Yeah, let's hope he comes back. We need to see some AD first, right? Ooh, I get you what you're saying, Dominic. Yeah, if you get a pack and you want to open, we'll have you come on and open. I would just say we just looked at those. Yeah. We'll see. Well, I mean, if they officially announce those are going to be the base moments, then yeah, we are going to see that go up. $98, not really realizing how many are still in packs. Yeah, man. I actually really like THT, and Lakers Twitter is crazy for that dude. And so I actually, because he's out of 12K, I mean, here's the thing. You could flip it as it with the LBJ injury, let him ride it out. Cause I know he had a good game last night. Let me see. I played him in some DFS and I know he had a fire emoji last night. So we love that. But let me double check what his stat line was. Because yeah, with both LBJ and AD out, 17 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, but he played 28 minutes, which means he's going to keep playing minutes. We love that. So what you could do is flip it and then buy it back when it goes down if you want. But yeah, I'd ride out this wave. Yeah, and Elvis reminds us only 13% of THT is out right now. No, it's not common. So you're saying that LaMelo is going to be common, right? Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, lowest serial common. That's what we know. It's going to be lower than 4K. Ooh, you speaking my language, Kylo. We love Shea here. I believe Dustin actually just scooped this the other day. His series 1 handles. So the 888888888, so many eights. Yeah, I really like it. I love Shea. It's his first moment on the site. It feels like he's going to be an all-star moving forward. The only reason he didn't make it this year is almost like the Mike Conley effect, where there's just so many good guards in the West, but he's so young. I love SGA. That's a good one. All right, let's check in. Oh my God, 21 minutes. We haven't checked on PJ Washington. Whoo, baby. Does PJ's role expand? Actually, no, of course not. That actually hurts. That hurts PJ. But I do want to look only because I believe he's down. Yeah, 315. Someone's going to get a cheap PJ. Someone's going to get a cheap. Oh, no, we're not going to keep saying that over and over again because it sounds dirty. THC. No news on the Badgers yet. It could be any day now. We're waiting. We're ready for him, though. I'll tell you that. A lot of questions about serial numbers. Listen, I'm not one to say I know. So keep that in mind. The thing about the serials are, this is what I think matters. When you compare how many of them, like the scarcity, right? So when we were talking about the Lamelos, the fact that the rare moment in the Rising Stars challenge and the Rising Stars pack is out of 2,000. I think that is interesting when you compare it to his common that's out of 4,000. Like there's not a lot of them, so that's what drives the value up. The specific serial number itself, it's hard to gauge what it's worth. I think if you get a 1 through 10 serial number or a jersey number, hell yeah, that's awesome. Those are worth more statistically. They're always worth more. But when we're starting to differentiate serial number 1298 versus 1475, man, I don't know. It's hard to tell. Dapper Boy's getting some love in the chat. I don't know if they're coming on tonight. We'll see how they're feeling. After yesterday. What's up, Colin? Thanks for joining this morning. Picking up a few of those 5 Cold Country Guys now. I feel like only 10 to 20% of users are aware of that information. Yeah. I feel ya. Ooh, excuse me. I might be kicking myself for not picking those up now, especially because I'm going for the cool cat, so I probably should be just scooping them. But yeah, I'm probably going to be kicking myself for not getting them. I got a cough. I apologize. One moment. There we go. Samuel, do you think the market will recover from last night? Yeah, I do. I mean, listen, a couple of things are happening, right? There's a lot of challenges. PAX just came out. I think other people are seeing the market dip and freaking out about it. But here's the thing. When you get into Top Shot, you need to remember why you got into it. Did you get into it to flip it right away? Was that your mindset? You were like, I'm going to get some stuff in February. I'm going to flip it in April and then I'm done. If that was how you were approaching it, then all this makes sense, right? That's why we're seeing the dip. But if you were getting in for long-term investments because you believe in the platform and you believe in the players that you're getting, this is fine. I'm not too worried about this. Again, not financial advice. I'm not saying it's not worth paying attention to it or anything like that. But I'm just not losing my shit yet. I feel okay. I get it. I get seeing evaluate.market and seeing your total portfolio go down a little bit. But for me, I was texting my friend Pete last night. I'm excited about this. We have the opportunity to scoop some stuff that's way undervalued. Seeing that Lamelo last night drop all the way down to 1,500, I was like, holy shit. That again, if you believe in the platform and are selling these dudes, I just don't understand. I don't understand. That's where I'm at. Smeeg, what's up? Just joined. What are the 5 Cold Country Guys? So it's rumored that there's these 5 players that are going to be included in the Cool Cats 3 challenge, which you need 5 base moments, and it's supposed to be Jakob Poeltl, Lou Dort, Yusuf Nurkic, Clint Capella, and Chris Boucher. So that's what they were talking about. Jovu, what moment would you own? Muted Mike or Dapper Boys? Whew, both one of ones. Ooh, all right, here we go. Adrian, do you think it's a good buy to pick up a Ayton at 15K, Embiid 35K, or Fox 15K? Embiid's probably the safest, but I also really like DeAndre Ayton and De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox quietly just putting up monster numbers game after game. That's where I'm at, though. All right, what else we got here? What else we got? Picked up the Zion All-Star for $850. Nice grab. Nice grab. Yeah, Skodoc says you like moment ranks better. I just I trust evaluate.market a little bit more, only because moment ranks pretends to I shouldn't say pretend. They are using like serial numbers to figure out your value. And I just have a tough time understanding that, because like serial number 42 could be listed for 25K, 43 could be listed for 5K, and 44 could be listed for 90K. So I don't understand how they're using the serials to figure that out. I'm sure there's some science behind it, but the lowest ask makes me feel a little bit better. It makes me feel like I rather know my floor than estimated ceiling. That's just where I'm at, but I know a lot of people like moment ranks, so go for it. Scott G. I feel like I saw Scott G in the chat, and now I lost. There he is. There are going to be 17.5K more of all those cool country guys in packs today. Yeah. Yeah, we get a lot of those coming out. A lot of those coming out. Whew. Moment ranks keeps misleading. Yeah, I think long-term moment ranks, it will be pretty cool. I think once they figure that out. They just like listed a couple of things that I'm like, wait a minute. So I just would rather know my floor instead of getting hyped about what my potential ceiling might be. And also, like, there are so many things we're seeing, like, just because it's listed at lowest ask doesn't mean it's going to sell. And I can tell you that based on the Marcus Smart hollow that I'm trying to move off of right now. Ooh, what does Boob have to say this morning? When will we see another legendary pack drop? Man, who knows? I was excited. I thought it was going to be the run it back one, and I got really giddy about that. And it doesn't seem like we're getting the run it back one just yet. Which also, I mean, and I don't even know if that's going to be legendary, since the first time around it was rare. But the one thing I understand, if they're waiting for the offseason to release that makes a lot of sense. Just because a little less NBA talk in the offseason. I get it. All right, let's look up some Jokic, because we haven't done that, and I wanted to talk about him today. So, right, the LeBron injury, he's going to be missing a high ankle sprain. I mean, I know it's LeBron, so he's probably sitting in a ice chamber for the next 3 days to come back in less than a week, but most likely out 3 to 4 weeks with a high ankle sprain, maybe longer. Embiid's still out, should be back soon, but Embiid's going to have missed close to 16 to 20 games of a 72-game season. You can't win MVP that way. In my mind, and Jimmy Butler's getting some talk right now. I don't see him winning MVP, but I think it's cool he's in the conversation. MVP right now is down to 2 guys, in my opinion. And the first one is Jokic, and they lost a stupid game yesterday to the Pelicans, who sometimes beat the best team in the league and then lose to the worst team in the league. Skodog, he's talking about moment ranks. I totally get it. It does make me feel good when I see it. Before I get Charlie in the chat, was there a pack drop yesterday, and is there a pack drop today? No pack drop yesterday. There is one today at 3 p.m. Eastern. All right, so in my opinion, so the Lakers are going to be slipping right now, right? And the whole narrative around Jokic is like he'd be an MVP frontrunner if they could finish in the top 4, right? So they are now, I believe they're in the 5 or 6 seed right now. Let me just double check before I start spewing off stuff. Excuse me. They're in the 5 seed right now. They're 1 game back in the loss column behind the Clippers and 2 games behind the Lakers. The Lakers have like a murderer's row schedule coming up. They lost last night to the Suns. If the Nuggets leapfrog one of those teams, and now all of a sudden they're in the top 4, top 3, Jokic has to win MVP. He's putting up insane numbers. He has to. And Jokic is just like criminally underpriced in every category here. Excuse me. Like when you look at it, you could get a series 2 for 211. His 35K, out of 35K, he's only $24. We just showed you some other moments that were like the THT one at 12K. THT at 12K, over 200. Jokic at 15K, $79. Like, what the hell? His first moment on the site is going for 1,700. His metallic gold is 6K, which I know is a lot of money, but compared to the rest of them, it just is silly. It's silly, Jokic. The other dude I wanted to talk about that's MVP candidate, and I hate to say it, James Harden. And $33 for his 35K. Like, again, we like to talk about like what is a good cheap entryway. Like, I don't want to spend the thousands of dollars that people talk about, but what's somebody I can spend, spend like in the $30 to $50 range and get somebody you're excited about. For $33, you get James Harden. That's not bad. That's not bad, right? Here we go. So I like it. I like Harden. All right. Those are the two guys that stick out as like potential MVP candidates right now. Dominic. Thank you, Dominic. If you all like the stream, then chances of pulling a LeBron Cosmic in the Cool Cat pack will increase. Yeah, sure. What do you mean? Oh, good question by Angelique. Yeah, so if you're new, when you say know your floor in terms of pricing, what do you mean? So the way Evaluate Market does it is when you look at the marketplace, right? Like these are all lowest asks. This is the lowest ask out of all these moments. The lowest ask is $33. That's what they mean by the floor. So you might have a Harden. So this is out of 35,000. Say you have a James Harden out of, say you have serial number like 15,000. Maybe that's worth like $60 instead of $33. But by going by the floor, it's the lowest ask. So it's like a safer estimate of what you want. Ooh, Ruben threw Lillard in there too. I do think Lillard's going to be considered too, as they are still like a top 6 team. I agree with that. And especially with Nurk coming back hopefully soon. CJ's back. Maybe they go on a run. Yeah, listen, Chris, I've been talking about Ayton quite a bit in previous weeks. He looks like shit right now, which is a little bit concerning, but I do like DeAndre Ayton a lot. I think the Suns, no one's talking about the Suns because the Jazz are the better sleeper team to talk about apparently, but the Suns are very, very good. And for the Suns to like reach full potential and maybe make a Western Conference Finals, they need Ayton to turn into that big man. He needs to not be losing. He's losing minutes to Dario Saric down the stretch right now, and that's weird. Like you're playing with Chris Paul. If you were ever to be unlocked, it would happen now, right? But I mean, for his first moment on the site to be $275 is silly, and I like that. I do like that. Why did Luka's Seeing Stars go down to 5? Because everything went down. Everything went down. I think that's why. No, I mean, I just don't think they're going to give it to Giannis. I think if the Bucks finish with the 1 seed, maybe, but I just think they're tired. I think they're tired of like giving him awards if they can't get out of if they can't get to the Eastern Conference Finals, you know? That's where I'm at. Yeah, the Ayton moments aren't moving. I do like the Ayton moments though. I think a lot of people that are just joining the chat are a little nervous about their all-stars that they got or their Seeing Stars. We're seeing all of those moments dip right now. I think people are seeing the market dip and are like, oh, I need to get my profits, and are flipping them. So I'll just chill, baby, chill. But that's where I'm at. All right, I'm going to hang for 5 more minutes. So if you have any more questions, throw those in the chat. Just a reminder, we do the marketplace every morning. Mondays, it's super early. It's 7:30 Eastern, and it hurts my body. But Tuesday through Friday, we're here from like 9 to 10:30 Eastern. I also think I'm going to swing by this afternoon for a little Cool Cats. So if you guys are waiting for the drop and want to wait with us, come on in. I'm also going to share a link to the Discord right now. So if you guys want to jump in the Discord, if that's a fun thing you're into, I'm going to throw that in there. Also, please go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't. I know there's like 90 of us here and only 30 likes on the stream. So let's like pump that up real quick. Just because it gets more eyeballs on it. It's good. It's good for us. All right, let me get to a couple more questions. Ooh, what's a good buy for 200? Actually, let me hit Chris first because Chris was first and I missed it. Also, thanks for the compliment, Chris. How do we feel about Cole Anthony's upside? Yeah, he's going to get badges. I like Cole Anthony. I don't think the Magic are good, so please don't take this as I think the Magic are good. But the Magic were playing well at the beginning of the season, and then everybody got hurt. Once Fultz and Cole Anthony went down, I mean, I'm essentially playing guard for them right now. And I agree. I do think Cole Anthony has some upside. And that's, again, when we're talking about like cheap ways to get into the market, I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. All right, Omar, let's filter by 200, see what we can get. All righty. Let's do it by descending because we want to spend that 200, right? Not Derrick Rose the gift. Oh my God, Sabonis is down to 200. Top Shot hates big men. This is Sabonis's first moment on the site. Dude's an all-star, and he's so good. The Pacers are being. Let's just remind ourselves. They traded Oladipo for LeVert, and then LeVert couldn't play. And they filled LeVert's minutes with just like a plethora of white guys, like Doug McDermott, like just a bunch of okay basketball players. Now LeVert is back. TJ Warren TJ Warren is on the IR, but should be back. I mean, you're running out Sabonis, Brogdon, Warren, LeVert, Turner. I like that team. Jeremy Lamb off the bench. Oh, man, saying Jeremy Lamb didn't feel good. But anyways, I think Sabonis is very underrated. And $200 for a Series 1 first moment, I really like that. Xavier Tillman, I think he's like an interesting rookie who like looked really good when he filled in when Joe Val missed all that time with the Grizzlies. He's going to get all these badges. It's out of 4K. I don't hate that. What else we got here for 200? Karis LeVert Series 1. I like Karis on his old team. It's only out of 2486. I don't hate that. John Collins Series 1. I like. John Morant Series 2. I only out of 7,500 too. It's one of the limited edition. Well, they're all limited edition on that range, but like 7,500 is nice. And they'll only spend 181 for somebody like Ja. I like that. Mikal Bridges, again, if you like believe in the Suns, he's had a breakout year this year. And a Series 1 out of 4K. Like I really, if this is your first time tuning in, I really like Series 1 just because it's the first. I mean, that's not a hot take. A lot of people say that. So don't, oh, wow, good information, Mike. But I like Mikal Bridges a lot. Jalen Smith too. So he's another rookie. I really like Jalen Smith. He's just not going to play for a little bit because the Suns are kind of deep right now. Yusuf Nurkic, you're getting him. Again, we just hate big men on this website. But 174 for out of 2680. I know he's been hurt. He hasn't been playing, but he's going to be back soon for the playoff run. All right, those are the dudes that stick out, Omar. That's where I go at. All right, couple more questions. Where did you find out that we had a drop today? So I recommend following the First Mint on Twitter. They just post really great stuff. They seem to get the information before everyone else. But yeah, they also sent something out in the Discord too. So it is definitely happening today. All right, what else we got? Thanks, Chris. DeJounte's down to 166. Holy yeah, the DeJounte Murray. Let's find that. We just missed it. I just had to keep scrolling for my boy. Did I miss it? Where is it? I do like DeJounte Murray. I think the Spurs are all pretty underpriced too. 162. It's gone down, Chris, since you said it. I really like. What do you think about Bradley Beal seeing stars moment worth picking up for 120? Man, so here's what I would say about the seeing stars. If you're not completing the challenge, I don't really love those moments. That's just kind of where I'm at. That could be wrong. I've been wrong a lot. So keep that in mind. But that's kind of where I'm at with the seeing stars. I think if you wanted to go for the challenge, then yeah, it makes a lot of sense and it's pretty cheap, especially because the challenge is more affordable right now. But if it was just to get that moment, I think I'd go elsewhere. Craig says any of the hollows worth it. I think so, only because like when you look at Series 2, like it's only out of 100. Oh yeah, I have filters on. You can't get any for 200, people. You heard it here. Right, like it's only out of, this one's out of 99. This one's out of 58. This was the challenge reward out of 44. So like I do like that it's only out of 100. You know, that's pretty nice. Let's see. That's my Marcus Smart bad boy right there. Yeah. So that's where I'm at. All right. What else? I wanted to. Oh, shut up. I'm glad you got it. All right, dudes. I got to get out of here. Again, if you haven't liked, make sure you like and subscribe. We'll see you in the Discord. I'll probably be back this afternoon. I would say, what time's the drop happening? The drop's happening I'll probably be live at like 2:45 or 11:45, depending on where you are. And then we'll go from there. And last call, Joe Boyle says the over-under on today's line. Oh, man. Easily over 200K, right? All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate you being here in the morning. Otherwise, it's just me talking to myself, and that's boring. So I'll be back this afternoon and then again tomorrow morning while we check out the marketplace and see if stuff went up. Go buy LaMelo. Whoops, I pressed the wrong button. Ready? We'll try that again. Go buy LaMelo.